Yes, hi my subscribers, my followers, thanks for subscribing, liking and viewing my videos. Yes, I'm back again. Today we are going to talk about sculpture. Do not forget to subscribe for more videos. Whenever you watch a video, do not forget to like. You leave a comment for any question that you may wish to ask. I begin. Sculpture, this is an artwork of modeling or carving an object in either relief or in round from a metal or a wood by a sculptor. A sculptor, this is a person who is doing or who is making sculpture. As we are doing sculpture, we do it in very many different techniques, as I'm going to explain them below. The first method is called subtractive method. This method involves cutting or carving away of parts of a mass of material to produce a remain with a desired shape, e.g. from wood and others. Then another technique is called additive method. Additive method, as you hear the word additive, adding anything to anything. Then this method is explained as, this means adding of materials to create a shape or a form, e.g. modeling with clay. Then another method is called casting method. This is a technique or method of producing 3 or 2-dimensional form by pouring liquids melted into a mold. Then another method is called construction method. This is a method of building up form with use of plaster or metal on a site by assembling or fitting together materials. Then in sculpture we have very many terms that have different meaning, and they are as below. The first term is called solid. Solid in sculpture, this is an area which is occupied by the main body mass together with their high or low projection. Then another term, plane. This refers to the area of the surface which is defined by more or less abrupt changes in direction. Then another one is called void, another term. Void, these are spaces which are partially or fully pass through the sculpture, that is to say, a negative masses. Yes, that negative space on a sculpture is called void. Then another term, lines and contours. These are outlines of the object in the space. Then we also have mold. This is a device for shaping molten materials into a required shape. Yes, that materials that can be used to mold anything into a required shape is called a mold. For example, as we are making bricks, that material that you use to make bricks is called a mold, because it molds the soil, the clay into a required shape. Yes, into a shape, that brick shape. Yes, that material is called a mold. Then also we have a statue. Statue, this is a three-dimensional work of art, usually of persons or animals, created to convert the message by the sculptor. Then another term we have bust. A sculpted is a sculpted representation of a head or shoulder of a human figure. Then another term we have monuments. These are large sculpture structure built for commemorative or commercial purposes. e.g. Clock Tower on Queensway in Kampala. Yes, that clock tower that you see on Queensway. Yes, either for commercial or commemoration, to remember anyone. Yes, they are called monuments. Then another term we have casting. This is a process of pouring liquid into a mold in order to get a required form. Then I talked about a mold, but a mold is categorized into two types. That is to say, we have what we call place mold. This is the one that gives a casted form of a thicker wall. Then we also have what we call slip molds. These are the ones that are made to hold liquid clay. Yes, that slip mold, it is the one that we use to model clay into a required shape. Yes. Then let me talk about the importances of sculptures. Yes, of course, as we are making any artworks, we do it for very many purposes. Yes, you can call it importances or roles, anything you want. Yes, the first law or the first importance, they express the feelings of artists. Yes, as you do the sculptures, we the observers or we the viewers, we get to know your interest or your feelings that you feel like to do. Then another role, sculpture also expresses ideas and creativity of artists. Yes, I'm going to be faster cause this topic is bit long. Then they communicate messages to the publics. Then another role, they are source of income. Then another one, they are source of historical differences, history of different countries and communities. Then sculptures preserves culture and different communities. Then sculpture is categorized into two types. The first type is called sculpture in round, or you can call it in round sculpture. This is a type of sculpture with 3 dimensions. In this I mean, this type of sculpture, you can view it from any side. Whenever, even if you have come behind or in front or either sides. Then another type we have what we call relief sculpture. This is a type of sculpture with 2 dimensions. For example, a coin. You can view it from either in front or behind. Yes, it has 2 dimensions. Then relief sculpture is categorized into 2. That is to say, we have what we call low relief sculpture. Low relief sculpture, these are the ones whose lowest projection is a flat surface supported by thinly incised lines. Then another one, we have what we call high relief sculpture. These are the sculptures which are almost complete in making. This means that most of the parts of these sculptures are seen by the viewers. What I'm going to give out are some of the types of hand tools used in carving and sculpture. The first hand tool, we have a chisel, we have hammer, sandpaper, wood plane, saphon, and wood rasp. Above has been the hand tools used in wood carving. Now let me talk about hand tools used under stone carving. In sculpture, we have stone carving chisel, we have stone hammer, we have the pitching tool, we have tracing tool, we have stone rasp, or you can call it a rifle, and a rifle, sandpaper, then glasses and sandbag. Now below are some of the materials used in casting method under sculpture. The first material, we have mountain material, we have water, a lump of clay, plastic, paint, candle wax, and a mold. Then materials that are used in modeling under sculpture, we have clay, we have paper, we have water, we have soap, paint, varnish, glaze, grog, ceramic, clay slip. Then materials used under wood carving, we have piece of wood, sketchbook, wood finish, paint, glue, and nails. Then materials under stone carving, under sculpture, we have stones, sketching paper, paints, glue, varnish. Then materials that we use in construction under sculpture, we have plaster, cement, sand, metal bar, soft wire, sketchbooks, and paints. Then in sculpture, we have what we call a maquette and an armature. Yes, let me differentiate them for you so that you can get to know about them. A maquette means small scale model used by an artist as a way of exploring the potential of large piece of work. Then an armature, this is a support stand used to hold an object being modeled or sculptured, and can be in form of wood or metal and other materials. Now let me also discuss for you some characteristics of a good sculpture. The first character, it should be having a meaning or subject. Then another one, it should be stable. A good sculpture should be backed with paper sketches. Then a good sculpture should be freestanding. Yes, of course, it has to be when there is nothing supported it. It has to be free when standing. Then a good sculpture should be possessing good finish. Then and last, a good sculpture should be well balanced, positive and negatives. Yes, that's to say void, solid, plane, and contours as I explained to you. Yes, now they may ask you about some of the advantages of using cement as a material when making sculpture. Then the first advantage is cement as a material requires less. Yes, hi my subscribers. My followers, thanks for subscribing, liking and viewing my videos. Yes, I'm back again. Today we are going to talk about sculpture. Do not forget to subscribe for more videos. Whenever you watch a video, do not forget to like. You leave a comment for any question that you may wish to ask. I begin. Sculpture, this is an artwork of modeling or carving an object in either relief or in round from a metal or a wood by a sculptor.